Hey there, you've clicked on a Pokemon TCG Pocket Battle video, so thanks for clicking on my video, really appreciate it. For a little real world context, in the game, Exradimensional Crisis recently dropped. With it came some more of these step-up battles that I like to do for farming shop tickets and hourglasses. Pretty sure that's what everybody uses them for, but I act like it's some big revelation that only I discovered. So you're welcome. So this actually says, oh, okay, there's 6 missions left in 3 battles. That's what that's telling me. Okay, so there are some new beginner battles. So ever since, what was it called? Celestial Guardians, they've been releasing, is it since Shining Revelry? No, since Celestial Guardians, they've been releasing beginner battles also. I think it's their attempt to like bring in new players who weren't around since Genetic Apex. It's been, before Celestial Guardians, they didn't do any beginner battles, so maybe that's something they're going to do going forward, is with new packs, new sets, they're going to also introduce some more beginner battles. Anyway, what I like to do is I like to try some new things with these battles. I like to try some cards that I haven't really used before that maybe aren't very good, just to see what they do. Try something, you know? So I've already built a few decks for this Luxio deck. Actually, I might go in and modify them because I just remembered that I had an ambition with some of these. So for fighting, I have my Garchomp deck. If you've watched any of my battle videos, you've seen that. I have my Passimian deck. That has a special place in my heart, and I've used that before. But what I wanted to do here is I have a Lycanroc deck that I thought about trying, and I threw a Passimian in. I don't know if, probably doesn't need Passimian, but I thought maybe, and then I threw that Hitmonchan in there. If Passimian gets knocked out, maybe passing some energy to Hitmonchan. This is a beginner level battle, so I should win. You'd hope. But I actually want to throw in a Farfetch'd because that new promo Farfetch'd, I love it, and I think I want to use it in a deck. I just like the art, and I haven't used Farfetch'd since Genetic Apex. So my goal was to have built this built this deck already so we could get straight into a battle. And I'm already like slower than I want it to be. What do I get rid of? I actually like most of these. I'm gonna get rid of this Pokemon Center Lady for a Farfetch'd. Now, is that wise? I don't know. I also have comms in here, so like if I don't start with Farfetch'd, it's probably gonna get commsed and replaced with something else. But I don't know. I like Farfetch'd. I wanted it to be in a deck, so. Alright, let's try this. We are not auto-battling. We're gonna try to do this for real. So, in this video, my intention is to do the 3 beginner battles, and then I think they have 5 intermediate is after beginner, I think. So we might try those. I'm gonna try to, they'll be all in one video. This was the worst start. That's the one start I did not want, was Hitmonchan. Unfortunate. So I'm going to, oh good, they're using the new Blitzel, and probably not Zebstrika. Most of these beginner battles are just basic Pokemon. But that new Zebstrika card, interesting. I might use it in my own deck. So we're just gonna do Rockruff. You know, this Lycanroc is actually not very good in this battle because if I'm just going against basics, nobody's gonna have more HP than me. Oh well, this is just to see what the card does. But it's not gonna be very useful because for seeing what the card does, because nobody's gonna really hurt me that bad. They didn't even attack. Oh, they can't attack me on the first try. Okay. Yeah, well, Professors. Iono. That's actually tempting to just like Iono my whole hand. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna switch this guy out. I am gonna call for a Rockruff. It might have been a waste of a turn. I don't know. I'm not scared about losing this. Oh yeah, go ahead, look at my supporter cards. That's fine. Computer, you already knew my supporter cards. You can cheat. Oh, 40. That's actually a lot. There's my Farfetch'd. Look at him. All right. So Lycanroc. Gonna go out and start swinging. Let's throw helmets on things, just so that they have to think about. You know, Lycanroc and a helmet probably aren't a good combo, actually. And do I Iono? Maybe I just Iono. I actually have never used Iono. That's the first time I've ever used an Iono card. I got a Pokeball out of it, and I got a Professor's Research, so I feel like that's a pretty good Iono. There's my Pessimian. And let's throw Farfetch'd on the deck. Why not? This is like not a functional deck, but we're just having fun. What I'll probably try to do is, since this beginner's deck is like not, I've lost beginner battles before, so I don't want to like oversell myself, but since this is probably not going to show off the deck too much, I'll probably use it again in intermediate, just to see if it gets another chance to kind of shine a little bit. So let's power up Pissimian here. I mean, Lycanroc just knocks all these out in one hit, so. Even without the Blood Fang. And the truth is, I only have one Lycanroc Midnight form, so even if I was building a serious Lycanroc deck, it's not a very good Lycanroc deck. Ooh, here we go. We're gonna get, oh no we're not, because of the Rocky Helmet. That's why Rocky Helmet might not be very good with Lycanroc. Repel. Why not? First time using a Repel. So, as I said, at the time of recording this, not by the time you see this, by the time you see this, Extradimensional Crisis will be quite old. But at the time of recording this, it's still very new. I've only opened like 6 packs, I think, from that set. And I don't have a lot of the cards at all. So most of what I use today will have a couple of cards from that set, but most will be old stuff, older cards. Alright, so this one needs a grass deck. Did I get both? Yeah, okay. No, this needs a grass deck. So I think I've used this deck once before, but I wanted to use it again. Meowscarada Beedrill with some rare candy, with a rare candy. I need more rare candy in here. Leaf Cape Pokecoms, a couple Ericas, a Sabrina, Professors. Maybe I don't need the Florigato, actually. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just do it. I'm not gonna edit it. Let's just do it. Battle. Again, I shouldn't. I guess they have a Krokorok on the other side, but that being their only stage 1. I didn't even see the Luxio card in the electric fight, so I have the whole Beedrill line, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go off with Beedrill, hopefully. This also gives you a little bit of exposure to the Extradimensional Crisis cards. So like I didn't know Sandile had 70 HP. That's cool. Do I get to? I don't get to evolve. Okay, I thought I was evolving. Do I want the second Weedle out? Not really. If he evolves into Krokorok, is he gonna hurt me big time? I have an Erica. Let's just attack. Krokorok can't do 50 with 1 energy, surely, right? It does 40 with 2 energy. Okay, so I'm not scared. Man, if I get a rare candy right now, dang, I wanted a rare candy. Just go straight to Beedrill. That would have been cool. So Krokorok's weak to grass. maybe get a paralyze here. Nope. Okay, so I am going to take some damage. I do have Erica, so I'm not too worried about damage. And then hopefully with Beedrill, I just sweep. That's half my HP. Oh, and a Leaf Cape. Look at this. This is like crazy. Grass just has so much like utility, like so much support from items and supporters and stuff. It's kind of crazy. I doubt they have a Guzma. That's another card I don't think I've ever used. I don't think I've used the Guzma yet. I'll tell you, Celestial Guardians came out, and I feel like I have such little experience with those cards. I'm not a huge battler, so that's probably why. I really just kind of do these computer battle events. So anytime they do a drop event or step up battles or stuff like that. But I feel like I have such little experience with these cards. Most of the experience I get comes from watching YouTubers. Yeah, I'm just not... I don't think I've gotten a Professor's or a Pokeball yet. That's what you would usually call a brick, but I do have an evolution line, so it doesn't matter. So I didn't really brick, and I'm only on a beginner deck, so it's not like it's threatening me. If they were evolving into Raticates and Naganadels and that Beware card, that insane Beware card. So they're only hitting me for 20. They need like 1 energy for 20. Not really threatening when I'm going with the Beedrill. That's why I try to use bad cards in the beginner deck, but Beedrill Meowscarada is not a bad deck. It was prevalent in Shining Revelry, I think. I think it's probably fallen off since then. I know with Extradimensional Crisis, like, some of these Ultra Beast cards are impressive, right? I'm sure the meta will... Okay, we're gonna go put a 3rd basic Pokemon into play and then concede. I'm sure the meta will catch up to the new Ultra Beasts, but just like watching streamers and stuff, it seems like the new set is powerful. Okay, we got Pokeballs, we got Professors, we should be able to get our basics. And then I'll quit. Put 3 basics into play, I think it said, and last one I only had 2. So I need some Sprigatitos and I need another Weedle. I wish that was 1. Give me 1. Give me another one, give me another one, give me another one. Beedrill, Pokeball, we got another one. Nice. So, basic. I will attack, and I will concede. And that should have given me the mission. If I understand correctly, that should... There we go. Okay, 3 by 6 into play. Yeah. Alright, and then I built 1 fire deck for Lairon here. I had a pretty bad deck. I had a Salandit Magmortar deck that I use, but now I built this thing, so it's kind of crazy. I don't know if it works together. I've never used the new Charizard, the Stoke Charizard, so I just was like, hey, let's go for it, and I threw in a Turk. I only have 1 Kiawe, so I can really only power up 1 Turtonator. Farfetch'd might have a place in here somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know anything about this deck. I'm just gonna try it. I've seen people use Stoke Char, I've seen people use Turtonator. It's just, I haven't done it, so I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing. Let's start with Turtonator, because I got a Kiawe right there, right? And I'm going first, so I can't Professors and Kiawe. Rare Candy would be nice for later, so let's Kiawe now. and then he'll be ready to attack, and I can Professor his next turn. Little Frosty doesn't know what's coming for him. Looking at my cards again, cool. That's a card I've heard probably isn't good, Looker. But what do I know? I don't know much. Actually, do I need to put out 3 basics? Because if I have to put out 3 basics, okay, I will put out 3 basics. I might not get Charizard going because Turtonator is ready to go. A little bit of flair on the Charmander there. And I heard somebody say once that you should use the 30 energy or the 30 damage Charmander because you're going to stoke anyway with Charizard. It's probably too soon for that. I can't Cyrus anything. Let's Fire Spin. Big damage. Too much damage almost. Because if you are going to stoke anyway, if Charmander has to give up an energy, you put an energy on it as Charizard and then you stoke. So you don't really need that energy is kind of expendable. Last Turtonator, these are all my basics that I have in the deck. Got all my basics out. I can rare candy, I guess. Charizard. Just in case they want to try and Sabrina me or something. I don't think they have a Sabrina, but again, just beginner decks. They usually don't do anything that interferes too much with your game plan. All 3 of these I plan to use again in intermediate, like I said, so maybe in that round I'll get to use the Charizard. And I've had trouble with intermediates in the past. I've lost, or maybe not, I've probably lost one. If you look back at my other videos, my battle videos, I feel like I remember Triumphant Light intermediate being a challenge. I don't know if I lost them, but there are times when I definitely don't achieve all of the missions, and that's what I do these for. So what will happen in intermediate is if, for the beginner, when I missed that mission, I went back in and did it again and put the 3 basics into play. But for intermediate, if I miss out on the mission, I might not replay it because I don't want to bore you. So we are going to use the Charizard deck right away. Put a stage 1 into play. So I don't have that in this deck, unfortunately. So that means I do need Charmeleons. Do I have another fire deck that has basics? I have Blaine. I've used Blaine so many times in these videos though. Let's just switch out the rare candies for Charmeleon. I don't think that's what you would want to do in like a legit deck building. Charmeleon. We're not using Fire Claws Charmeleon for sure. Yep, let's see how it goes. I have Leaf just in case I need to get Turtonator or Charizard or Charmeleon out. I have Dawn in case I could Kiawe and I could pass up some energy maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's good. If I ever give the impression that I know what I'm doing, it's a false impression. Don't believe it. Going first again. That's not so bad if I get Kiawe again. I did not get Kiawe. I did not get a single thing I'd like to see right now. Oh man, Turtonator has a huge retreat cost. Another Turtonator. Pokecoms? I have a Pokecom. So I could get Charmeleon, Charizard, or a Charmander. I really need a Charmander. I got a Charmeleon. That's not good. Okay, so we're gonna Rocky Helmet this and hope it kind of acts as a wall. If I get Kiawe, like I said, Kiawe, just like with the beginner deck, Turtonator could go with this, but I was hoping to get Charizard in, but with that huge retreat cost, By the time Turtonator gets powered up, Petalil is going to knock itself out. Professors, it's my only supporter, might as well play it. Another helmet and Kiawe. Okay, so next turn, Turtonator's ready to go. I can't use it. Ah, poop. So not next turn, the turn after. Oh, scary beware. You think Petalil will willingly knock itself out? I'm doing this to give me a little extra energy on Turtonator, just to potentially give me options for retreating. And also, if I want to Fire Spin and power the Charmander on the bench. That's a lot of damage. Turtonator's hurting. Nothing's going to come in and hit me, thankfully. So I get... what do I get? I get to hit with Turtonator for a turn, so I'm taking out Petalil, but then retreat cost. It's okay, I can energy retreat next turn into Charizard. Fire Spin, unfortunately, is not what's the word? Being utilized very well this round, but Celesteela can't. These are both coin flippy. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, Turtonator's gone. Wasn't expecting that. Kind of a bummer. I was trying not to lose any points. I think that's one of the mission rewards, is not to lose any points. Or maybe that's advanced battles. We shall see, we shall see. There's Dawn. Thanks for coming, Dawn. Good to see you. Yep. And then I will Stoke, and then I will go crazy with it. Three energy, man. That's crazy. I know when Charizard first came out, everybody was kind of pooping on it, saying it wasn't very good, and then Rare Candy changed everything. And everybody was like, oh wow, it's powerful. Now that Beware comes in, it could knock me out. That's crazy. Yeah, and even healing doesn't save me. There's no drawbacks to this, can you believe that? Crazy. So Beware, oh, that was overkill. So Beware can come in and flip. It's got a 25% chance to knock me out. And they didn't even do that. Maybe they're thinking of another Ultra Beast. Yeah. Okay, silly computer. The thing with Beware and that attack, it's a 25% chance, which is, you know, what it is, but when you think about the video games, the one-hit KO moves have a 30% chance of knocking people out. So like Horn Drill, Fissure, Sheer Cold, they have a 30% chance of knocking someone out. No one ever really runs those moves, but Beware has a 25% chance to OHKO, and people are like, oh, it's... I don't think anybody's saying it's viable, but maybe some people are thinking it's not so awful, but it's actually worse than the one-hit KO moves in the video game. All right, so we're gonna go back to my Fighting Light, my Lycanroc. I'm not very confident in this deck, actually. I think there's a chance I lose it. I don't know. Going second's not bad. Got a Rockruff at least, so we're going to be calling for another Rockruff. No, we'll be calling for an evolution, right? So I'll get one of the Lycanrocs. And I actually have never seen Zeraora before. I don't know what it does. That's a cool card, though. Look at the flare. Ooh. I got my Lycanroc already. What do I do? I'm gonna Pokeball. What is this gonna give me is the question. It gives me Hitmonchan. Do I call for the other Lycanroc? Or evolve and not hit? He can't switch in and kill me. So I'm gonna call for it to thin out the deck a little bit. I don't know the strategy. I don't know what you are or aren't supposed to do with that attack. So in that situation, don't know. You're watching my second time ever playing with this deck, so I feel like it's good to get it out of your hand. They didn't do the charge. It's bad that I have Farfetch'd in here because actually Farfetch'd is weak to electric. All right, so they're not really planning on hitting me, it seems, which is interesting. Let's go with this for the time being. I'm not Rocky Helmeting it this time because I want to try and enable them to have more HP than me. If they come in and hit me at some point. Switch out, yep. So if Zeraora hits me, it's gone. See, they're not hitting me, they know. Passimian is the only basic that's left, and maybe I don't need Passimian at this point. Maybe I just start charging up Hitmonchan. I dare them not to hit me again, because that would be... They'll hit me this time, because... Because Zebstrika can come in and KO me now. I could Cyrus for something, but what's the point? There's not much of a point to that. It looks like it's just going to be Hitmonchan's game here. If I had Sabrina, if there was a way, yeah, that Zebstrika is the end of me. 2 energy for 70, I think is good. When I first saw that card, I said, that's decent. I didn't realize, because there's a lot of 3 energy 70 attacks. So on Zebstrika, that actually seems like a good energy to hit ratio. It puts it in a different class than a lot of the other Pokemon. But then I realized that way back in Genetic Apex, we had Sandslash that did the same thing, 2 energy for 70, and nobody really used that. So maybe it's not as good as I thought. But all right, what do I want to do here? Do I want to... I think I just let Lycanroc go down. There's no mission that says I can't lose a point for this, so it's okay to lose a point. Once Hitmonchan's in, I think he just KOs everything else. Yeah, look at my supporters. Go ahead. Ooh, a lot of supporters in there. So what does that card do? Does it pulls out all the supporters and you see them, and then it shuffles them all back into the deck, I guess? But you don't see what's in my hand. There's Passimian. Is there any reason why this is bad? I hope I win by turn 14. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I need a Dawn. Oh, I'm so dumb. Undo, undo, undo. Molga's weak to electric. Alright, so he knocks me out. Now Zebstrika knocks me out. Man, I hate when I make mistakes like that. There's the Dawn. So I could retreat into Pessimian, knock this out. It doesn't knock out. It doesn't knock out Zebstrika though. You would. I've got this one. It's just how many points do I want to lose and how many turns have passed because I played stupid. Zebstrika knocks out almost everything, so. Pessimian has to hit it twice. Just out of curiosity, what do they put in? Circuitry. I was hoping they put in the Zebstrika. They didn't. Alright, so Hitmonchan's going down, unfortunately, because I played poorly. What turn is this even? 13? So turn 14, I'm not going to win. I need like a Giovanni. I guess I should have saved the Repel. I should have saved the Repel for this turn. Oh, I can Cyrus. Just kidding, I'll Cyrus. Oh, no wait, Rocky Helmet gets it, knocks out. I've been saying that they've introduced so many item and supporter cards that it's going to be hard for me to keep track of all the possibilities. Like, it's possible that they Cyrus me right now, or it's possible that they Team Rocket Grunt me right now, or it's possible that they Celesteela and switch in Ultra Beast. Like, there's so many pathways that gameplay can go, and I'm and I'm like, I won't be able to keep track of it all. But then there's even the plays that I make where there's like a Rocky Helmet on my Pokemon that will give me the KO and I don't even see it. So yeah, if I can't even keep track of what I've set up for victory, there's no way I can keep track of all the possibilities of what someone else is going to do to my deck. We're just here to have a good time. Let's try to have a good time. So Naganadel is weak to grass, right? Oh, another fighting deck. Oh, I don't want to do another fighting deck. Making me repeat my ideas. What else is fighting? What else can we do? I feel like I've used a lot of these. Like I could do... I've done a Machamp deck. I've done Garchomp. I've actually used Machamp on on my backup account. I was kind of farming some of these battles too. Just autoplay. I wasn't even paying attention. And if I had 2 Pessimian, I could try to set up some plays with that. Conch is kind of interesting. I'd like to try a Conch deck, but I only have 1. Conkeldurr. Yeah, so on one of my backup accounts, I have a Machamp deck with... Who do I run it with? I don't really remember who I run it with. Could I do Machamp Garchomp with rare candies? Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Am I talking crazy? I might be talking crazy. Let's try it. I've used Garchomp. I shouldn't be using him again, honestly. But gonna do it. Can't stop me. Is this the better Machop? I think the other Machop has more HP and no drawbacks. But I'm out of space. Champ. So maybe I don't do him a choke. I'm just worried about not getting my cards. Goodbye. Cyrus, Sabrina, Iono. Iono's decent for not getting your cards though. Celestic. We'll go back and get Iono again. The Chop is way up here, right? 1, 2. So I've got, I need another Gibble, and then I want to get that Iono back, so Gibble. Rare candies, I don't have any rare candies in here yet either. Okay, we're gonna have to make some sacrifices. So, Pokeball is probably important, Calm's important, Rocky Helmet maybe not so important, Dawn not important. Sabrina not important. Keep Cyrus. One less Rocky. Okay, so that should give me Iono and 2 rare candies. Deck building, not something I feel like I am qualified at or good at, but I try. There are just so many options. It is fun to record these though, so that like, you know, at least because I've deleted so many decks too. At least they live on in someone's memory. They can be re-enjoyed at some point in the future. What other card can I highlight here? Probably just the full art Gibble. It's my only full art in here. And we'll stay with Lucario. I would actually like to add Lucario. Just like Lucario Machop, or Lucario Machamp I think is the one I have on my backup account, but I actually should have checked to see what else I have to do. Take out Pokemon with fighting type, put a stage 1 into play, so again that means I need Gibble, or I need Gabite or a choke. That's gonna be hard. Win by turn 14, okay. Because I have rare candies, getting a stage 1 in here might not be the easiest thing in the world. But we'll see what we can do. If there's one in my hand, oh, and honestly, going second with Gibble, Gabite in your hand, going first is kind of awesome. Because you can evolve and hit on your first opportunity to attack. Yes, you're just sitting. Oh, I have the whole card. Oh, that's crazy. No Machop though. We'll put him in just in case, like Sabrina or something. Tackling the ugly Olin Meowth, who, if he does not evolve, will go down next turn. Celesteal is back there, trying to make it possible to bring in... what's it called? Ultra Beast. Poipole and Naganadel. Wait. Oh, you're not weak to fighting, you're weak to grass. That's the thing with Dark. Such a variety of weaknesses. Alright, hopefully it's a clean sweep. Like, you can't even hurt me. So like, but I can't KO anything in the back. But maybe it's worth like doing a little bit of damage. Wonder how much HP Naganadel has. Surely not more than 120, right? Where's my Machop? Poipole can do some damage. I just didn't want him to be like flipping around or switching in and out freely with Celesteela. So now they have to like, here's my Machop. So now they actually have to like, I don't know, sacrifice energy or something to get stuff in and out. And Professors. Thinning out my deck. Pokecoms. Too little too late, I'm afraid. Oh, I can't evolve yet. Okay, so do I linear attack the Poipole in the back? I think I do. I know it doesn't do weakness damage, unfortunately, but at least if it comes in with a Naganadel, it's gonna go down this turn. You can't hurt me too bad. I'd say we have this one in the bag. Even if they don't put in the Meowth is gone next time. Let's throw out the Machamp promo. Oh, I can't. It's just Machoke. Never mind. Hey, I had it. I had it, other computer player. I had my cards. I did not brick. Alright, so I think there are 5 intermediates, and I've done 3, right? Don't quote me on 5. That's kind of an estimate. I feel like I remember seeing 5. I think we have like a Necrozma and a Steel left. Oh, it's Stakataka. I'm way off. Stakataka is probably fire again. So they've needed 2 fires and 2 fightings. Where's the diversity? Again, I don't want to run Blaine. What do I need to do? Maybe I'll just do Blaine. Put a stage 1 into play. There's so many stage 1s in a Blaine deck. Let's take a look at what other fire types we have. I really didn't want to delete this fire deck right away. There's a lot I haven't used, to be fair. I haven't done Incineroar, but I only have 1. I haven't done Talonflame. I'd like to do a Talonflame someday. I've done Magmortar before. Look at the channel. And I need stage 1s. I've used Houndoom. There's just not a lot. There's really not a lot. Centiskorch. Flareon. Not really worth it. Yeah, there's just really not. That's the thing with fire types and electric types in this game, and steel types. Dragon types. Most types. So like, grass, water, fighting types in TCG Pocket are an amalgamation of different types. So if in the actual game, grass types and bug types get called grass types, and in the old days of Pokemon cards, they also included poison types as grass types. So there's a bigger pool of potential grass types in TCG Pocket. For fire, and for water, it's like all water types, all ice types can be called water types. For fighting, it's rock, ground, fighting types. So that's why there's so many fighting types. Psychic, it's ghost types, psychic types, and fairy types. So there's like a big pool of Pokemon. so far, and I don't know how they would change it, for fire types, for electric types, and for steel types, they only pull from 1-to-1 from the games. So to be a fire type in TCG Pocket, you have to be a fire type in the games. So that's why there's just not a ton of fire types, not a ton of electric types, not a ton of metal types, dragon types. Colorless, there's a lot. Colorless is either a normal type or a flying type in the games. So anyways, all that to say, I'm gonna do a Blaine deck. Good old, comfy, comfortable Blaine that I have lost with before. So let's see how it goes. And what could be the one after this? After Steel, it's really just colorless, right? So what kind of colorless cards would they throw at me? Oh, what do I got? Ponyta and Rapidash. So we're starting with no Vulpix. Vulpix is the big hitter here, so. Am I going second? Be awesome if I was. I'm not. Too bad. Too bad. I almost want to concede and go and wait until I can go second. Magmar, Professors, Vulpix, Magmar, in turn. So this will be one hit with Ponyta, and then I'm going to retreat it and get Vulpix ready, I think. They didn't even... Oh, they can't attack me. Another Ponyta and a potion. Aron can knock out my Vulpix. I need to be a little careful. I should have evolved it. Why didn't I? Maybe we just go with Rapidash. Yeah, look at my supporters. It's a Blaine deck, dude. There's Blaines and Professors. That's all you're gonna see. Maybe we just rock with Rapidash, because Rapidash can do all well with Blaine. It knocks it out, guaranteed. Stakataka back here. What does he do? Takes lower damage. So let's. How much damage does Lairon do? 60. I do have a potion, but that only brings me up to 60. So how desperately do I want to get rid of Lairon here? Pretty bad, actually. I really want to get rid of it. So we're going to Blaine. Guaranteed knock out the Lairon. There was a 50% chance I'd knock it out without Blaine. I would have knocked it out without Blaine, but Blaine would have been nice to hold on to for the Stakataka, but Stakataka I can knock out with a heads, so, and with a Ninetales, assuming it's weak to fire. It is, yeah. Oh yes, threaten me with your Diglett. That's fine. Okay, now we have a X speed, so we will get Vulpix Ninetales in there for free. Won't even have to pay any energy for it, which is nice. Oh wait, it does reduce damage, but it has to attack me to do reduced damage, and it can't attack me yet. Unless they dawn or something. Yeah, they're really not worried about it, so. Alright, here we go, Ninetales. I'm not going to put Ninetales on the thumbnail of this video because Ninetales has been featured before. I'm going to try and feature new cards. This was part laziness that I didn't try to build another fire deck, but I've honestly used a lot of those cards. I haven't used like Heatran Arceus, but I don't think that's a good way to do these battles because it's not a stage 1, it doesn't achieve these missions, so these battle tasks, so yeah, there's certain cards. Oh, of course it's Stoutland. I should have known. Stoutland's probably fighting, right? So I need another fighting deck. I'm a little disappointed with these missions, these step-up battles. They're supposed to make you try different things. They were all fighting and fire. Those were the only two you needed for this whole thing. Let's go with Passimian. Why not? Random Soul Rock. Why not? What I do want to do though is... Oh, I do have 2 Lucario now, actually. I finally have a second Lucario. Finally, I had to trade it, but I got the full art, so... Do I think I do. I think I take out this Hitmonchan. Come on, buddy. Cooperate with me. And I put in the big hitting one. Because it works a little bit better with Passimian. Does this deck work at all? Let's find out. Pokecom is in there, just in case, I don't know, I get too many Riolu happening and I really need the Lucario, or Giant Cape is fine, I think. I don't know. Let's go. I'm still a Sabrina Cyrus believer. I really like those and their utility and the control they kind of give you in a battle. So again, sorry I'm not building another new deck. I just have looked at those fighting cards and you needed like 4 different, if I was going to do different decks for each one of these, you needed like 4. It's too much. So a couple of these are going to get the spotlight more than once. Hey. Most of those are fighting types. Why am I fighting types with fighting types? Weak to grass, weak to psychic. The only thing that's weak to fighting is Stoutland. See, that's why I have the comms. I like having 2 Riolu. I do. There he is. How can I make this work? Do I want to helmet? If I helmet the Riolu, the Lillipup's gone. If it attacks me. This might deter it from attacking me, unless it evolves into Herdier. It does not. Bye, Stoutland. So glad I got to battle a Stoutland in this deck. Actually, I'm glad I'm not Stoutland. I actually don't know what Stoutland does. Haven't looked at the card. Haven't pulled it yet. Trip over is the name of its attack? What is he tripping over? Kind of sounds like quick attack. Ooh, Celesteela just fits in a lot of decks, eh? Alright, so I withdraw here, and then I evolve. Always withdraw your Riolus before evolving them, because Lucario has a higher retreat cost. Made that mistake before. And now Passimian should just clean up. Celesteela is weak to electric. This deck has 4 weaknesses. It's crazy. I should have put the other Riolu in, just in case Riolu shows up. Or sorry, just in case Lucario shows up. Or, no, I can't. 60 to 80. Yeah, I can't knock out Celesteela. So we'll Professors. Cyrus and an X-Speed last turn would have been nice. So let's throw this on Hitmonchan. Do some seismic tossing. I should probably read what Palossand does. Can't retreat. That takes 4 energy. Palossand needs to be in a Passimian deck. They power up that Celesteela and then they don't do anything with it. It just sits back there. Alright, well, that I believe is the last intermediate battle. So I do beginner and intermediate together. When I get to advanced, I'll just make a video of all advanced because those are sometimes challenging and I have to try more than once. If I ever get to expert again, yeah. So these are my battle videos. I like to try to diversify it a little bit, mix things up. Hopefully I can open more Extradimensional Crisis packs and get more variety of cards so that I can do, so that I can attempt some new combinations. The reason why I do this is right here. I'm up to 138, so there's a 10 pack coming, and oh, it just changed days also. Shop tickets, and I am swimming in shop tickets because of all of these missions and things I've been doing, and I'm waiting for the month to roll over so that I can spend them all. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy it, I encourage you to consider subscribing or watching another video. And if this wasn't your cup of tea, well, I'm amazed you've made it this far, and give me another chance. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.